I'm just sitting off the trail. That's Mount Two Top in the background. You can see the big cornice that's over there. I've been just sitting here shooting a bunch of dronage just right on the trail, just a feet off. And it just amazes me how many people have come by that recognize me, stop, say hello. And a guy came from the East Coast just a minute ago, and he was here. And he maybe had a group of 10 people with him. They're all trail sleds, nice guys. But he walks up and he's just listening as I'm interacting with some of his friends. And it's like, Chris, you really are just like you are on TV. And I said, yeah, I'm just a basically friendly, gregarious kind of guy. He goes, yeah, I didn't know if it was just a show or if that's really who you are. And he's like, yeah, I'm a self-appointed snowmobile ambassador. I love sledding. I want people to come sledding. I endorse snowmobiling. I don't care what you ride. I don't care where you're from. I don't care why you ride. It doesn't matter to me. I just want you to come out and have a good time. And, I'm here in West Yellowstone or in Island Park, or sometimes I'll go to Togety. Once in a while I'll get up to Cook. And I'm just promoting sledding in general because I love it. It's such a great sport, and it's got so many amazingly wonderful people in it. We really do have some of the cream of the crop of America are snowmobilers. We've got all these great guys. And let me just zoom in on that. Look at that mountain back there. I love this new feature of picture-in-picture. This is just so much more interesting than you guys just staring at my face. But I am so incredibly blessed by you guys. I want you to know how much I appreciate your friendship, the fact that people stop and say hello, and that this little channel is doing all that it's doing. I had no expectations at all. We're solidly hitting 10 million views a month now on Facebook. And it's crazy. It's way beyond anything that I ever expected to do with this channel. So I just want to take a second in the middle of this video while I'm out doing, snow checks and doing snow reports and catching all kinds of fun stuff, just to say thank you. To let you guys know I really deeply appreciate it. For me, you make this even more fun. I mean, I would come out here and I'd ride by myself. Wouldn't make any difference to me at all. But with you guys out there, that people come by and stop, that have seen the channel, have watched some of the snow reports, get caught up in my enthusiasm, I think that's just fantastic. I really do. I love it. It puts a smile on my face, and I thank you very much for it. It's been a good day. We've been riding. I'm not done yet. We still got a couple of more places to go and a few more photos to take, but dang it, there is still some good snow out there. Let me zoom in on that. There's still some fresh snow in the trees. There's plenty of good alpine riding if you're a mountain rider and you want to get out there and go after it. Pan back over here just a little bit towards Two Top. And look at that cornice. All of that area there is completely 100% rideable, by the way. Takes a good sled, takes a good rider, but you can ride up that. And if you get over there, you'll see there's a few tracks. A few folks pulled it off, not many, whoop. When you're on tight zoom, it's really, really hard to move this camera and not have massive movements. But you can see a couple of intrepid souls have decided to go after it. Just super fun. That's all. Just wanted to drop that in the video. Say thank you. Let you guys know how much I appreciate all of you. I love talking with you. When I can be a resource, when I can be a help, that's something that I enjoy doing. I really do. I'm glad to be that guy that can help you plan your trip and have more fun and make the very most out of your time here. I swear everybody I talk to has driven 12 or 16 or 20 or, some of these guys are in 21, 22 hours that I've come across today. That's a huge commitment. It really is. Booyah to you. And I met a couple of folks that have been doing this for 20 years. I was up on top of Two Tops flying the drone, and somebody came up and said, hey, Chris, I love your videos. This is our 20th trip to West Yellowstone. We come once each year. 20 years they've been coming here. That's, I bitch and moan the fact that I have to drive 90 minutes to get to West Yellowstone or Island Park. And here's guys that have been making a 20-hour drive for 20 years. Absolutely amazing. All right, we'll catch up in a little bit. Hey guys, we finished out today's ride, and I thought I'd just take a second and close out today's video. So what did we find on the mountain? If you're a trail rider, the trails are in exceptionally good condition. I was very surprised to see the number of riders that were out today. There were easily 50 sleds when I got over to Mount Two Top to put the drone up in the air. I was very, very surprised. There were many, many, many groups of sledders, clearly from the Midwest and the East Coast, that were riding all over the West Yellowstone side of the mountain. Not so much on the Island Park side. The Island Park parking lot here at Big Springs is exactly as it was when I got here first thing this morning. So there's very few local folks that are riding. Pretty much everybody that's on the mountain today is out of state. And the snow conditions were really quite good. The trails were in great shape. The groomers are obviously able to keep up with the traffic load 100%. So if you're coming out to go trail riding, you're rock solid. The snow was fine. Now, for off-trail riding, not so good. There's still plenty of snow. There's no lack of snow at all. And certainly in the protected areas where you find shade, where the sun does not have direct access to the snow, that snow was in really good shape. In the area where the sun has access to it, it's definitely degrading. We're close to 30 days now. I think the last snow we had was on the 6th. Today is the 3rd. So we're like 27, 28 days since we've had real snow. And with a little bit of luck, we're going to have fresh snow coming up on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That range, we should get new snow. So I think the snow is going to get better. It did not get anywhere close to 40 degrees today. I know that's what the forecast was, but it just didn't. It certainly didn't up on top of the mountains. The mountain stayed plenty cold. It was a lovely high 20s, probably, maybe we got to 30 degrees somewhere in there, but I never felt warm at any point during the day. So it was a great ride. I was able to get the drone up in the air many times. Hopefully by the time that this is all put together into a video, there's some fun shots. I am slowly learning how to drive this new drone that I got, and I hope that I'm able to get you guys some really fun video. Man, did I come across a pile of people who knew me. I think I mentioned that in one of the little short takes I set up earlier, but dang, there's a lot of you guys that recognize me when I'm on the ride. I think the big red tunnel box on the back, the pack kit, is really giving me away now. People see that and immediately recognize who I am, but that's fine. I enjoy it. I really do. I get a total kick out of people stopping and saying hello, and don't ever hesitate. It doesn't bother me in the least bit. I enjoy saying hi and getting to know all you guys. I'm doing this for your benefit. I'm doing it for my benefit. So it's perfectly okay if I get to know you. All right, guys, that's the short and the long of it, the skinny. I got stopped by a ranger today and got checked for tags. They are out there. There's not a whole lot of them. Make sure you have your tags. There's 2 states that we ride in, Idaho and Montana, and they both deserve to have tags on your sled. So if you come out with your own sled, make sure you get tags for both states. I run 3 states because I also get into Wyoming from time to time, but most people coming out here don't need to do that. I'm Christopher, your pirate guide for Island Park and West Yellowstone, saying the snow is on the way. The end of the drought draws nigh, and I'm hoping by the 9th we have fresh snow coming down. I'm going to come up again in a couple of days. I have some folks coming out from Tennessee that I promised I would ride with, and we'll be up on the mountain again, and then maybe on Saturday or Sunday, not Sunday, maybe on Saturday or next Monday, we'll go up for another ride, and by then we should have fresh snow. Talk to you guys later on the mountain in the snow. Bye-bye.